Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our trailer breakdown for the 8B trailer for Fear the Walking Dead. And I should also mention that this trailer is called A Fight Till the End, which they did release a new key art for this half season as well too, so we'll go through that in a separate video. But for today, I want to talk about the trailer. We're going to break down all the clips and go through what we have for this one. So, pretty awesome trailer. The full reaction is out for this trailer, so you can go ahead and check out my reaction to it, my initial reaction, and my first impressions. But now that I've had about a day to sit on it, let's go through and break this down properly and go through all the clips. So we get started with a walker here, and I believe there's some really just rough stuff going on with this walker. I mean, look at all the stuff on him. He looks really, really nasty, so that's awesome. You got AMC Plus, you got some people in like a raft or whatever, heading to what looks to be Padre, and they're kind of making their way through. So I don't know if this is Troy's people or something like that, but that looks pretty awesome right there. You've got this guy right here who we've seen in some of the clips before. This is the guy with like the sword. This is the guy that captures Strand and Madison. We know that. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm not really sure if he's like the right-hand man to Troy or what the deal is with him, but it's going to be interesting for sure. Here is Strand. He's kind of being like confronted by this guy. And there he is with his long hair and his Anton outfit. So that's pretty cool. You've got Madison wielding the hammer right there. The way bigger hammer than the one she had in season 3. But I do like the new hammer. I think that's pretty cool. So she got like a big hammer now, right? So here is Strand. He is saving Madison's life, and he looks to be kind of shocked to see her again. I assume that the way they're going to do this is that he is going to hear Madison's radio broadcast, and he's probably going to find her. I don't think he's just going to find her and then be surprised. I feel like he's already going to know about her being alive at the time of him meeting up with her here. I do think so. Although if he doesn't know and he doesn't hear anything about Madison, he just randomly runs into her, oh man, I think that'd even be better, to be honest. I think that would make for a better scene, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. And then he's like, yeah, I came here to help you and all that stuff. And we'll have to see what his deal is and what's going on, although I feel like he probably knows about Troy and how he's out to get her. So that's probably what this is, but we'll have to see. Here is a group of walkers going towards the SWAT vehicle. We can see a bunch of them have already been shot up by the SWAT vehicle, but a lot of the others are still alive. And here they are kind of just marching along. Here you got the SWAT vehicle driving through. Again, I'm not sure how they got that, seeing how the last time this was left in the radiation. So did they go back or something? I don't know, but we'll have to see. And then here is Sherry and Dwight. Now, I think this is inside the sanctuary. It's inside one of the rooms. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I think this is at least. And you can kind of see a little bit of like a light, in the background there. So I feel like this is the sanctuary, but I could be wrong about that. Here is Daniel. I believe, and I've said this in some of the other videos too, I believe this is his old warehouse from season 5. And I think they go back to this warehouse to get some extra supplies. I do think so. Here is Luciana. Oh yeah, she's still in the show. That's right. Here is the rest of the group. You've got Dove, June, Sherry, Dwight, and then the rest, I have no idea, but they're inside a Padre. We know that. Here is Madison right here. She is talking with Strand, I think that is, and she's, just going over some stuff. Here is some of the others in the raft. I think that's the men from earlier too, so I'm not sure what they're doing. Here is a really cool shot of some vehicles driving. You got like a big truck here driving through the woods with the big, tail lights on and stuff. Here they are here kind of getting out of their vehicles and stuff, and you got some fires everywhere, probably Troy's men, I would assume. And then here's the scene that we've seen in some of the leaked footage of this season, which they're now just showing in the trailer, so I'm not really going to go over this too much, but basically Troy is, he's back, and we kind of see his return scene here, right? And we see him there, and he's confronting Madison, and we see his damaged head and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Now, we got Luciana and Madison. I'm interested to see what her reaction is going to be to Madison being alive, because, I really could care less about Luciana. I'm going to be honest right now. she's just not my favorite character in the world, but I am interested to see what the rest of the characters think of Madison being alive. In particular, Strand. Strand's reaction, I think, is going to be very interesting. Here is a group of walkers being led by a truck, probably, again, related to Troy and Padre and him wanting to destroy it and stuff like that. And here they are kind of just following it. Here we got Troy explaining to his men what they're going to do. So is this their base? Is this like where they're kind of just set up at? It feels like it, but again, we'll have to see. Now, the interesting thing about this, and I can't really help but notice, but, you know, it looks like Luciana and Dwight and June and some of the others are confronting Troy, and some of his men are kind of like pointing guns at them. So they're having an argument of some sort, and Troy's trying to explain it. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe they want to come to an agreement. I could see Fear pulling a stupid twist where Troy's just like, all right, you know what? You bashed my head in, Madison, but low-key, like, let me help you out, you know? I wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't, because that's the kind of writing this show has. Because realistically, Troy would want Madison dead. Realistically, Troy would, you know, he'd be back for revenge. But for all we know, he's going to have a change of heart, and he's going to start leaving boxes on the side of the road. You know what I mean? I mean, we never know. And that's why I'm saying it's very hard to get excited for this series because you never know what they're going to do. And you never know if the writing's going to be any good or if it's going to be like usual and it'll be bad, right? So who knows? And then here they are. Yeah, this is the same shot. It's just like, you know, a different angle of it. But yeah, there they are standing there with their weapons and stuff. And then here is Madison, Strand, Lucy, and a few others. And they're getting like guns pointed at them. Not sure what's going on here, but probably Troy related. And here he is there kind of, you know, confronting them and making a deal with them and stuff. I really do like his outfit. I really do like the design for him, though. I really do. Here he is right here releasing a group of walkers. You can see that bad scar on the side of his head there. That's pretty nasty right there. You got the bag that's dropped, as we saw Troy do that in that one scene that was leaked. And we see Madison kind of standing there, and we see it's Alicia's arm. Now, okay, now this is one thing I wanted to discuss, and I'll probably do a whole video on this, to be honest, but they're really toying with the fans. They really are. Like, Alicia, she was not good in Season 7. I'm going to be honest. I just did not like her in Season 7. I found her to be really annoying, and I think that's even objective because the actress just bailed. You know what I mean? And it's probably because the writing was so god-awful. And I can't blame her, simply, right? But are they trying to tell us that we're going to get an answer on her? Because here's the thing. You can't really wrap up Fear the Walking Dead without giving us an answer on Alicia. Whether she's dead or alive, it still needs to be answered in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know if they're going to give us that in this, you know, final batch of episodes, or if they're going to set up a spinoff where Madison goes off to look for her, which would not shock me at all because you know how they like to do spinoffs. So, again, we'll have to see. My prediction is still, though, I don't think Alicia will herself be alive in the flesh this season. I just don't see her being involved. I don't see it. I don't really think it's going to happen. And if it did happen, I'm going to be honest, I would be flabbergasted. I would be very shocked. And here's the thing. The character Alicia just really got screwed over. I know I might offend a lot of people when I say this, but I think for the show's own good, it's good they don't bring her back, to be honest. And I say that in the best way possible because I think that they would screw her up more, to be honest. Alicia just really was not my character last season, and I don't really think that would change if she did come back. So I don't know. And the actress doesn't want to come back either. So I really don't think it's a good idea, to be honest. But again, I would love to get an answer for sure. I'd love to get an answer on it one way or another. Now, here she is attacking Troy, which we've seen this, you know, a few times and stuff. She kind of freaks out after she sees Alicia's arm and stuff. Now, here, this is cool. So this is the sanctuary, guys. This is so awesome. We have, obviously, like, where Negan stood to do, like, his speeches and stuff. And you've got Dwight and Sherry kind of walking out here. And they're kind of just making their way through. I did not know that furnace had like a hallway that you could walk in and out of. Like they're there just like opening the door. Yeah, I did not know that at all. Like, does that lead to like an underground section or something? I don't know. I never knew that was something that the Sanctuary had, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, you got that, some of the just destroyed stuff all around. And little does Dwight know, Negan was actually here recently in Season 9, right? So yeah, this place looks more trash, though, than it does in Season 9. So there must have been even more things that happened here. People that probably just raided this place and, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So here we got one of the Padre boats. I believe this is the one that Strand jumps out of in one of the other clips that we saw previous to this. So that's pretty cool. We got Madison and Strand just kind of talking and stuff. You got them hugging right here. Again, this is when they're talking about, you know, like how she could have done things differently and maybe her kids would still be here and stuff. Here is Strand talking. Again, I'm so thrown off by his hairstyle. I really am going to need some time to get used to that. But yeah, there's Strand with the long hair. You got Sherry right here. You got a car in the background there. Probably something to do with the Sanctuary episode or something like that. Again, I'm very curious to see if she's going to survive. She's the one character that I'm kind of the most scared of for right now, like to, you know, whether or not she's going to survive the show or not, because I don't really think they're going to kill Madison. I don't really think they're going to kill Strand or some of these other characters, but, you know, Sherry, I think is a character that I really could see them killing, so hopefully they don't do that. Here's Dwight right here, covered in some blood and stuff like that. Here we got June and the others out here in the rain. I like the setting here. That's pretty awesome looking. You've got some sort of can of something. I don't know what the hell this is. And Madison is kind of, you know, just putting it down. Now, the way they make her look here, they really do make it seem like we're going to get flashbacks of what Madison, you know, was going through when she left the stadium until she ran into Padre. Although I don't know, like the showrunners did tell us that that's one of the biggest things about this season is that we're going to see what happened to Madison after the stadium. But we have not really gotten any indication on us seeing that fully, you know, like I would hope that we would see that, but I don't know, like did Ian and Andrew just lie to us? Like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to watch the half season and find out, but we didn't get anything on it in the first half. So hopefully second half, maybe. Here is some, you know, fire and like some walkers and stuff like that. You got one of the vehicles that's kind of lit up there. You got Madison and them kind of walking through. I'm not sure where this is. Maybe it's somewhere nearby Troy's, you know, like camp or something, and they're like starting a war or something. I don't know. That's pretty cool, though. You got In the End, so that's pretty cool. You got Madison and Strand kind of like looking out the window here. You got Troy right here and like some fire outside his window. So yeah, Madison and the others are definitely planning an attack on him. That's definitely what's going on here. You've got Alicia mentioned right here by Madison, and she's confronting this like young girl or whatever. I'm not really sure who that young girl is, but she's like, "Where is my daughter?" So I don't know what the little girl would know about that, but maybe it's Troy's daughter, because I have heard that Troy does have a daughter, so maybe it's Troy's daughter. I don't know. But, you know, either way, I'm curious to see what that's all about, and Madison is desperate to see Alicia again. So, again, I just hope these writers confirm something about Alicia. I'm really not impressed with Alicia's character at the moment, but I do hope that it's something they acknowledge. I think it's something they have to acknowledge for this series at least. But again, I don't really put my hopes up for this show. So, sorry, I just don't. No one's gone, so they're using that quote again. You got Strand right here, and he's like, "I'm still the same man I was," and stuff like that. And you got June right here with the John Dory gun. That's awesome. Curious to see if she'll survive the show. You got Daniel right here. Nobody gets a free pass, he says. And you got Strand in the background there. Yeah, there's Strand jumping the boat. So there he goes there. I'm not sure what's going down. Something is probably wrong, or maybe he's being shot at or something. I don't know. Until they're gone, right? So no one's gone until they're gone. You got Madison here in the winter setting. We've seen this shot before. You got some walkers being released towards Padre by potentially Troy's men from what it looks like, although trailers can always trick us, so we'll have to see. There's Troy right here in the fire. Again, I'm not sure if he's going to survive. I'm not really sure if, you know, they just brought him back to kill him again, but we'll have to see. And then, yeah, here are the walkers being released. Now, here's Dwight. It's kind of shouting out. I'm not sure what's going on here, but they're probably trying to deal with this horde and, you know, something's going wrong or something. Here is Dwight's old house. So this was a cool one for me. This was awesome. It's very like post-apocalyptic looking now. It's been a good few years. And we see that, and here's another surprise about this. I thought this episode would be exclusive to Dwight and Sherry. I thought they were the only two that were going to go back. But as you can see next to Sherry there, we actually have June that's down here too. So yeah, June is going to be at the Sanctuary. Man, I'll tell you one thing. Wouldn't it be trippy if like Troy Otto friggin' was in the Sanctuary attacking Dwight? I'm just saying, like that would be like the craziest thing ever. Because like Troy is like a phenomenal character, and the Sanctuary is a really phenomenal location. Imagine seeing Troy Otto at the frickin' Sanctuary, man. Like, that right there would be the trippiest thing ever. But I guess it could happen, you know what I mean? That would be really cool if they did that. Here you got the MRAP. So yeah, this is when they're wiping out the walkers from that other clip. Yeah, that makes sense. And then here is what I believe to be Madison and Troy falling off a bridge. We've seen this a few times, but yeah, this looks pretty cool. You got Strand right here with some lady. I'm not sure who she is. In front of the SWAT vehicle. Here's Madison with the hammer again, swinging at some walkers. Pretty cool. You've got a truck being like blown out of the way. So I'm not sure who's in this, but whoever's in this, yeah, they're probably dead. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Here you got Dwight right here and a few others. They're kind of like running through a crowd. Dwight looks pretty messed up as well. This is probably inside of Padre when the Walker Horde like shows up and stuff. Here you got what looks to be Sherry. That definitely looks like Sherry. And you got like some walkers that are like knocking down the fence. So Dwight will probably have to come in and like save her, I would assume. What the hell is going on here? Oh my God. Strand for some reason always in these trailers is screaming his freaking head off. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not falling for this crap again, but I will just say it, and I'll say it once. If they kill Madison, that is going to be the biggest waste of time I've ever seen. Like, why would you resurrect her? So I'm just saying, like, do not be killing off Madison. You just brought her back, damn it. Like, what the frig? But anyway, there's Strand. He's like screaming, and I don't think it's Madison's death. There's Madison. Yeah, she's fighting off a horde. Yep, exactly. Oh, it blows up with her in it. Sure it does. Okay, so there is the trailer. I heard a lot of people were saying that yesterday. They were like, Dan, did you see the part where Madison like blew the hell up? I was like, guys, Madison doesn't blow the hell up in the trailer. But anyway, there you go. There is the trailer for 8B of Fear the Walking Dead. Very, very curious to see how they wrap up this story. This is the end, y'all, of Fear. Fear is almost over. Don't think I'm not grateful. I'm very curious to see how this whole thing wraps up. I mean, again, I did not enjoy the first half all that much. I mean, there were parts, you know what I mean, here and there that were pretty good, but the first half was not the greatest thing in the world. I'll just put it that way. So hopefully this second half can be better. Again, I don't really have any hopes for this show. I just kind of watch it and see what we get. That's kind of what I do with Fear now. I don't get excited for it, really. I watch it and I see what's up. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much all I'm doing with this half season. I'm not excited for it. I'm not, intrigued by it. I'm just like, okay, look, the trailer was good, but again, all the Fear trailers are good. You know what I mean? We'll have to see when the actual episodes come out. Maybe they can prove me wrong, and maybe they can give me excited, give me a reason to be excited for this show again. Once episode 7 comes out, maybe it's like really amazing or something. We'll have to see, but as for right now, yeah, I don't have any expectations, but I'll say this. In terms of this trailer, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I think they did a good job with it, and I'm excited to see. I am excited for one thing. I am excited for one thing about this. Daniel Sherman and his performance as Troy Otto. I guarantee that'll have one hell of a charm to it. But the actual Troy character, though, no, I don't get excited for that because I don't trust these writers. So we've been screwed over way too many times. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy this video, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for Fear of the Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me at Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Fear of the Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.